foundations, and we have screws as well as a foundation, like a subsidiary. Screw-it, it's called. So that's
cool.
But here, you know, and I have a lot of connections abroad. They would really like to and understand the article as well. That's for me like, okay, I run the business here in Sweden. That's one thing, but I want as well other people. I have a large connections in Dubai and Ireland and in Balticum, which don't read the same language. So I'm more kind of external in that way. I don't just hold myself in, and that's why I chose to keep my website and all the social media around us in English. Connected already? You started or not yet? Okay, then I should hold my courses. 7 years we want to be 1,000 employees in a company, you know. Better shoot for the stars, you might land on the moon, you know. So it's nice that she's hoovering right now, right?
Yes, okay. Janis, tell me a bit about yourself, the company, and you know, from the start.
From the start, it's like Well, it started. We started the company 3.5 years ago now. We're like in August now. We finished our third financial year, so we're kind of new dogs on the block still, we consider. But yeah, we're getting larger, and now we have even more than doubled in size in the last year. So it's good, going very well. But how it started? Well, I lived in Dubai before. Been traveling actually for 12 or 13 years now, living abroad from Latvia. Lived in Ireland 5 years or so, and then Dubai 3, and then I moved here to Sweden. And construction has been in my life in one way or another all the time since I think I could walk. So we've been starting to helping our parents to build our house, and just step by step. And in Latvia and these eastern countries, you start to work in summers pretty early, kind of to make your own income, because well, parents made you to do, and you really wanted some stuff, then go and earn it in a summertime, not just play dumb in a forest all summer. So I was 13 when I started to work in summers, and it started in construction companies. So it's been ongoing since then, and then of course that's when I kind of fell in love in construction. When I started to kind of get this proud feeling about the thing which you have done, and it happened like the first like real project I was a part was a roof change for what is it? Where you buy medicine? What is that? Aptek. Yeah. And that was the first like a thing which I did, and then like I was so proud, and every time we passed by, you carry the pride that this is the thing which I did, you know. It's like a joy for like, I don't know, I kind of, that's it, I was hooked from that moment, and everything you did. And later on, after years passed, I did this and I did that, and I was there part, and I did that thing. I took like in one summer, I don't know, it was 15 or 16, there was our primary school renovation, and we got the job like as crappy as it gets, you know. There was these old fireplaces. It wasn't a central heating, so every teacher had to put in, you know, the woods and fire up so the heat is there. And you know those, I don't know, it's a clay kind of, it's old school. You get them here in Sweden as well, in like luxury apartments. They still have them. It's not vintage cool stuff. And we had to take them out, so we were black from this dust like every day, and I was driving through the city center back home like a little black dude, you know, all dirty and dust falling from me. But that was a funny thing as well. And step by step, then I ended up in a what is it? A building engineer. Okay. So I studied in Latvia. Jelgava school. There's building engineering. Opened up a construction company as well when I was 21, 22, but that was unfortunate kind of a journey. The 2007, 2008 times came in, and then that's it. We were busted basically, so it didn't work out. And then I decided to move abroad, and from that moment, it's been worked quite different fields in Ireland, and then Dubai. Was invited to do
to
set up a nightclub in existing restaurant.
A
nightclub.
Oh, okay, nightclub.
Yeah. In Ireland, I was a part of managing quite large nightclub.
Okay.
And then it was a job offer which you couldn't really resist. It was nice paid, and Dubai sounds exotic and different things, so we were okay, we could do that. But and that was as well like a full refurbishment. We were a part of the team, like taking out all the old restaurant and placing in the new nightclub. So it was all from design to like staffing. We 3 guys did the whole spectrum, and we handed the keys to the owner. And and then different kind of things. Organized concerts as well, and like the difference. What haven't I done basically? And then I moved to Sweden because I met a lady there in Dubai, and she got pregnant, and so we decided to give birth here to my son. And luckily things didn't work out between us, but. You can write that down.
Okay.
And but I have a beautiful 4.5-year-old now, Adrian, and he was one of the main reasons why I need to stay here. You know, me and her didn't work out, but I have son, and it's close to Latvia as well, and my parents are there, and it's easier to travel. So I saw directly the perspective what this country can give me and what I can contribute back as well. So the closest thing it was, I jumped into construction, because I needed to provide for the family, and that was the only thing I really was, okay, this is like a hairdressing, it never gets old. Whatever happens to you, you can always go back to the prime things which you're good at. So work with your hands and do the things which you know. So that's how I did it. I started to work for one company, and wasn't that great. It was one of those setups which you wouldn't really like. Sorry?
Which year are we now approximately?
2015.
2015.
Yeah,
okay.
2015 in 2nd February I came here.
Yeah.
And then directly I started to work, and then step by step, and I decided that I need to go my own way. I always been like that, I tried to be entrepreneurial when at the earlier stage of my life. 21 didn't work out, and then it's like this fear and scarcity syndrome is kicking in. But then I kind of pulled myself after this breakup of relationship. It was a really like a bottom, hit the rock bottom, and there was like nothing left really, and it was one of the toughest kind of situations in my lifetime, and then I struggled. I brought myself back up again, did actually a lot of self development, learning, and even went to London to see the Tony Robbins in life, and it all of these great guys, and listened countless hours on of self improvement and all that, and that pushed me to another level. And here in Stockholm there are quite many of these events as well happening. Then it helps you to get through things and kind of set new goals and understand that you can do things. And that's how I started. Took a loan of 60,000 in a bank and started my Aktiebolag with nothing to lose pretty much. So it's been. And then started to work. I was in construction site. Luckily, have a few friends who helped me through, and then kind of supported me with the work and like the network which was developed in earlier point when I started to work for this other company. And and then there was an opportunity revealed itself, and I started to employ people. And we do good work. I'm always about like a quality as well, and relationship most importantly, because the business is people to people, that's the communication between, and if we like each other, we're going to do business together, if you have the right set of values as I do, and if we're compelling to each other, we're going to do great business. That's just the right way to how I see it really working. And that have helped me, the communication and network, and that's how we started to work with a great company, TME, Total Mark Entrepreneur. That's our first big client, and there's around 15, sometimes 20 guys working for them at this moment.
Okay.
And it's been escalating. Like we were adding and adding more and more, and yeah, they're a great partner to work with, and so we're subcontracting our professional guys to them, and then first year, second year we were around 10, 8, 10, and now the third year finished, we're over 20 guys,
Okay.
and now it was up to even a 30 at the moment, but it's like it's some up and down, you know. Someone
Seasons.
is leaving, you know, somebody needs to leave, and then there's a different kind of scenario. And I was still active on a field with my Makita bag on the shoulder, running until we were like 8 guys in the company, and then I realized, okay, it's just 2 or 3 hours is not enough of sleep, because I couldn't really manage more, you know, by myself, and then I thought 10 guys, then that creates me a possibility to exit, so my hour doesn't need to be brought in, that the 10 guys are covering, you know, my salary now, so okay, and that's then I started to put attention on spreading out and trying to be trying to set some crazy goals of I wanted to be 100 people this year, and in 7 years we want to be 1,000 employees in the company, you know. Better shoot for the stars, you might land on the moon, you know. So if you get some new connection, you start like a small team with it, that's a growth. I don't want to focus just on one division, you know. Many people advise me, you stick with one thing, you know, be good at this one thing, you know, but it's like, I don't really need to know how to pull electric wires. I need to know how to get a connection and get this like field running, you know. And then we hire the people who are good at it, and you know, so delegate further out, because like Jack Ma says, you know, I don't know crap about business. I just make sure that these guys who know what they're doing, that they can collaborate with each other, and that they're executing their part of work. So it's the same thing pretty much.
And
Right
what are
now,
the core things? What you do?
well, currently it's in the beginning I was doing the APO works, so it's construction service works. Yeah, that means that everything. Since I'm considering myself quite handy guy, we can, like most Latvians, you know, we do like a different kinds of parts in the bigger projects. That's what I started to do here in Sweden. So it was. For Einar Matson, a large project, so I was the guy who was fixing and tricksing basically around it. So everything what fell out of the big contractor hands, that was my task. Secure as well the construction site, to build like a temporary solution, stairs, ramps, cover the holes, and make doors, and fixing different kind of tasks. So so construction service works, then main, because of the TME, Total Mark Entrepreneur company, which we start to work with, that's a groundworks. They do like everything, even up to finplanering on a bigger projects. So drainage works and preparation for the fundament, and like all the installation preparations and different kind of things, and then stone paving, and even you know, around we had a big project in KTH University there for many years, and they were working there. So when we came along, we were participating quite a lot, and I think it's like 15 or 20 projects overall in these years, more 20, definitely 20 projects which we have worked. It's a long-term project, for Piab and Arcona are the main kind of general contractors in these ones. So it's larger. It's not. That's not a private segment. That's all like a big construction. And now, luckily, opened the inside work, so drywalls and everything, like carpentry inside. That division is now up and running, and we have all well equipped and invested in tools and stuff. And now there is a first team running, run by my brother.
He also moved.
He joined the company half a year ago. Yeah, and now he's with us, and he's the guy who keeps things in order. Who can whip if needed. You know, if somebody crosses some lines. You know, so it's he's the tough guy. and yeah, good to have him.
Yeah.
And somebody who you can rely on. It's always good, you know, to have in a company. Yeah, so those are the main things what we're operating right now. Same in Gothenburg, it's a groundworks. That's not stopping us, but those are the main things where we are right now. And plus as well the private segment, which is as well ongoing. We're using Offerta still for second year, not that actively as we would like to fetch the private jobs. So we're looking at as well these Attefalls houses, like new buildings, but rather than renovation. We don't go much into renovation, but like something from Attefalls up to private house. We take it and then we try to give a nice offer and see what we can do. And and from now on we're gonna just try to tap into new segments and see how that's gonna develop. Become stronger in existing ones and tap into new ones and bring some nice product as well, like the first one, this Attefalls, which I feel is very, very nice. So
why do the customers choose Matison?
It's always hard to answer on these questions. Why clients choose? It's not that many clients actually. When you talk about private clients, private client is quite difficult to fetch at the moment since we're so young still, and we're not that dramatically active in a private segment. It's not even 10% of our turnaround is coming from private clients. It's little. Now the price, like the competition is dramatic as well in Sweden, in Stockholm. Gothenburg is a different story, but Stockholm is quite dense with different offers, and like I must say the unfair competition is like so largely out there that, you know, we're a Swedish company, we can't compete to Latvian company given prices because their hourly rates are totally different, you know, and some Polish company or whoever, you know, and for that reason the market is pretty much damaged right now. And I don't mind, you know, it happens, you know, but I can see now the spike that it's gonna be. The signs of elimination of these setups are out there already, and for these guys it's more difficult to fetch the job because they don't have a Swedish setup and they're not in collective agreements and things like that. But as well, I'm like, we have high standard in private segment in every work we do, but like private segment we're not cheap as well, you know, and the price is the price, and you see what you're gonna get, and there's like from the clients which we have there is nothing, not a comment bad about their choice. We did this summer house from laminated logs, which is another beautiful product which we represent as well. Same manufacturer as this mentioned Attribution house. It's super high standard quality stuff is coming out, and well, after Besiktning as well, the Besiktnings one said that I'm adding you guys on top of the list of most recommended construction company in all archipelago. So I'm happy to hear that. So that's indicating, you know, so that we're doing good. And it's just again the relationship matters for me so much that I think that's the part how we become different, you know, and the communicatable part that I really want to talk everything through so nothing is left behind, and then somebody thinks one thing and the other part is thinking that he thought about this, and then the conflict starts to raise, and it's just solving the situations. I'm very fast at this, and to find resources, you know. My main resource is being resourcefulness, so I try to find a solution for every problem pretty quickly, and I put the puzzle together. Even if I can't do it myself, I will find a way how to fix the thing. So I think it's the way to go, and I think it will bring us to levels where we want to be.
What was your biggest challenge before you took use of SmartDok?
You know that it's paperwork. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I'm a little over exaggerating, but I realized the problem very early. 3 guys, 4 guys, in a company at the time. Me still being actively like 8-9 hours a day involved in construction site, and the work reports.
Okay.
Holy Christ, every week. And then the guys start to go, okay, I need to send him to this project half a day, then I need to send him to the other project 1 day, and then in the end of the month everybody likes to receive the invoices with work reports per project. So, and then he has this one sheet which I made in Excel, the old school way, and there's like 3 projects mentioned and half a day there, and I'm like, in 1 month for one guy already, like I'm losing my nerve. And because I know from day one where we're gonna go, that I want to build a big company, and my kind of logic and my way of thinking is that I want to set up a smart systems from day one. That it's like I learn to work with it, and when we're 100 people, then I don't need to panic. Everything is in order already. From the early stage, it's ready to be effective. And come on, we're in which century? We can't continue with the paperwork anymore. We need to have these kind of solutions, and that's why I looked out in the market, and it happened that I saw SmartDok, and it took it from there. So it was this pile of 10 guys. It was a pile in the end of the month which I need to scan in, combined with the factura which I make in Fortnox, and then scan those together. It's just, oh my god, no, I don't want that, and that's why basically that's how it happened.
Where did you find SmartDok? How did you came over it?
I don't remember now.
Okay.
It's nice that she's hoovering right now, right?
Okay. People is working.
People are working.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the most? Probably you already answered this, but I guess what is the most positive changes after the implementation of SmartDok?
It's just so much easier as well to control the guys, and they have a control over the hours. The more we become, the more administrative part it is. Otherwise, I think I would need another person in the office who could manage and trace all those hours where everybody is, and then make them to go and sign off with the work leaders. Have he been there or not been there? Until now, you kind of, every guy needs to hand into a work leader this work reports to sign off. And now with SmartDok, we give the login details and add this particular project he's been responsible for. He gets an access and he sees everything what the guy's been doing. So it's helping so much in administrative expense at the same time. Of course, SmartDok costs money like everything does. All good things do, and it's in the end of the day, it's a saving. Also, like if you look from economic perspective, that's what I feel, and it's an order. You can see for myself as well. It's just takes a couple minutes to check how the month have gone. Who have been where. Even if I don't know at this point, I don't know where every single guy is from my team. It's way past that size, and then I can check, okay, who is where and what's happening out there in the field. When I don't get so much time to actually go on the sites themselves, which is quite sad sometimes, because like I'm an on-field dude. I want to be out there, but I'm limited with time to do the things which we need to do in order to excel and then grow further. But I'm super happy. It's and I've been talking as well with many guys, and I think you if not yet like the same TME, they got involved with SmartDok because we started and we showed this is the way it's gonna be, and they're like, right, and they're elder guys, this computer, Jesus, and all of them have learned it now, and SmartDok partially I think is not all in TMA as well, but they. Like Niklas is a great guy from TMA, one of the project leaders, and he's as well like a new guy, and also about implementing smart solutions in a company to be more effective, efficient in time, and less mistake possibilities as well, easier to track every hour and situations. I know that we're using so little like these modules of possibilities of SmartDok. We're just literally only the hour tracking, but you have so much more to,
Yeah.
to offer in it, like for machineries and whatnot, and yeah.